Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and I'm an integrative nutrition health coach. Today we're going to go step by step on how to make homemade sourdough bread. And sourdough bread is one of my favorite kinds of bread. It's so delicious but also nutritious as well because it's gut and hormone friendly, super easy on the digestive system because of the probiotics. It's easy to absorb. It has a lower glycemic index as well. And this is my favorite part, it causes less bloating. Because I know when I eat store-bought breads, I feel so bloated, and they have like 50 ingredients when they make bread at the store. However, I love the simple ingredients of sourdough bread, so let's go ahead and get started. So here's all the ingredients and materials that I use for sourdough bread. And for the sourdough starter, I actually use the starter from livingdough.com, and they have all different kinds of sourdough starters. And I'll have everything down in the description. Alright, so I am going to include the recipe down in the description below, so you guys can go ahead and follow along, but I'm going to go ahead and make 2 loaves of bread with this recipe. So first we are going to weigh the bowl using grams. So once the bowl is weighed, I'm going to zero it out with that button. We're going to go ahead and put 600 grams of water into the bowl. We're going to go ahead and put 20 grams of olive oil, your favorite kind, into the bowl as well. So we're going to zero it out, and let's go ahead and pour 20 grams. But we're going to go ahead and put 200 grams of sourdough starter into this bowl. So now we're going to go ahead and mix it all up until it gets frothy. And make sure that all the sourdough starter is infused into the water and olive oil. Alright, everything looks like it's evenly distributed. Now we're going to go ahead and add 950 grams of flour. So this is perfect, and now we're going to add 20 grams of salt. Do not forget the salt because the first time I made sourdough bread, I forgot it and it tasted horrible. So everything is good. We're gonna go ahead and mix everything all together now. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use my hands to mix everything all up. And this is my favorite part. I actually love using my hands in so many different ways. So let's go ahead and mix everything all up. Little by little, everything is coming together. And this is how it should look when it's all mixed together. And we're gonna let this rest for 20 to 30 minutes. After 20 to 30 minutes, we're going to do our first series of stretch and fold. So we're going to stretch and fold our dough over itself. And we're going to keep rotating the bowl so that we can stretch and fold it around 6 times. So once you're finished with stretch and fold, you're going to cover it and leave it for 30 minutes to rest. Alright, and after waiting another 20 to 30 minutes in room temperature, we're going to do it all over again for another round of stretch and folds. So what I'm doing here is like another form of stretch and fold, but I'm just pulling it in the middle and like slapping it down into the bowl. And it also helps to just build gluten and build the texture of the sourdough bread. Alright, this is what it looks like when you finish the stretch and folds. And then we're going to do one more round of stretch and folds until we bulk ferment. Alright, I didn't film the last stretch and fold, but this is what it looks like when you're done. And then you're going to cover it up and wait 4 to 8 hours for your dough to double in size. Alright, around 8 hours later, my dough doubled in size, and this is what it looked like while I was bulk fermenting. And it really depends how long it takes to bulk ferment. Sometimes it can take around 4 hours. For me, it's always 8 hours in my house. Alright, so now I sprinkled some rice flour on the table and I dumped my dough on the countertop. And now I'm going to start shaping it into loaves, as you see in this video. And I split the dough into 2 loaves. Alright, so to shape the loaves, I'm going to spread out the dough like so, spreading it nice and wide. Now I'm going to fold it into each other like this, like a little sandwich. And then I'm going to go ahead and just tuck it into the dough nice and tightly, rolling it into each other. Alright, now that the dough is into a little ball, I'm just going to pull it towards me several times to create some tension in the dough. So now we're going to place the dough lightly into these proofing baskets. We're going to flour it up. Then I'm going to place my dough into the baskets. And what you see here is I'm actually stitching the dough so that it doesn't open up while it is in the fridge. So I'm just kind of pressing it together like that. So now I'm covering the dough and I'm going to put it in the fridge for 8 to 36 hours. Alright, it is the next day now. My dough has been in the fridge for around 12 hours. So the longer it's in the fridge, the more sour the bread is going to taste. So now I'm going to score the dough, which means I am slicing it in different patterns, and this will just allow the dough to really expand while it bakes in the oven. It also makes the dough look super gorgeous, and you can also find different patterns on Pinterest or other YouTube videos. And it looks like flowers on the dough. You can make different designs. It looks really, really pretty. And right now I'm just kind of doing like a wheat design on the side of this specific loaf. And again, I'll put all my materials that I used to bake my sourdough bread down in the description. So after preheating the oven for an hour at 450 degrees, it is time to finally bake the sourdough bread. So I'm going to take my Dutch ovens out of the oven and put my loaves inside of it. And now we're going to bake the bread for 30 minutes at 450 degrees. After 30 minutes, we're going to remove the lids and bake it for 15 more minutes at 425 degrees. Alright, after 15 minutes, the bread is finally done, and here is the finished masterpiece. And they look absolutely beautiful. It makes the whole house smell delicious. And I put my sourdough bread in these amazing bread bags, and it just keeps my bread super fresh and it makes it last longer as well. And here is the crumb of my bread. It's so good, especially when you toast it with some butter. You can put whatever you want, but it is one of my favorite things to make. Hope you guys enjoyed!